A very good morning to you all. Hope you all know about the revised syllabus given by CBSE. According to this syllabus, few of the topic from this chapter, that is chemical kinetics, is also omitted. That is activation energy, collision theory. So after the deletion of reduction of these topics, now we have left with only one topic in this chapter, that is pseudo first order reaction. But before moving to the topic, we have, like in the previous class, we have done half life period of a reaction. In that reaction, we have done, or we calculated the time in which the concentration of the reactant is reduced to half, and here the time is also reduced to half. So sometime it also maybe happen then that in your exam it may also be asked that time required to complete one third of the reaction, or what is the time required to complete three-fourths of the reaction. So here I am going to explain you about this also, that how do you solve these type of questions. So first, because here we are talking about the first order reaction, as already I told you that first order reaction, it is the reaction, most of the reaction that take place daily, it is first order reaction. That's why the most common example that we will be taking is from the first order reaction only. So integrated rate law equation for the first order is Kt is equal to 2.303 log concentration of R naught upon concentration of R. So here, because we are talking about the time which is required to complete the one third of the reaction, so here time is taken as one third, and here the concentration, initial concentration is taken as 1, and another concentration is taken which is reduced from 1 to one third, so it is equal to 2 by 3. Here now we have to put the values only. So Kt is equal to 2.303 log concentration of R naught upon R. In place of R naught we have to write 1, and in place of R we have to write 2 upon 3. So by writing this, for taking time 1 upon 3, Kt is equal to 1 upon 3 is equal to 2.303 log of 1 upon 2 by 3. So here we can also write this one as 2.303 log of 3 upon 2. We also know that how do we calculate log 3 by 2. Here you have to take log 3 minus log 2, or you can also solve it by first dividing 3 by 2, and whatever the log we got, we have to take the value of that log. So finally we got T1 by 3 is equal to 2.303 log 3 upon 2. So by this way we can calculate whatever the time is asked. We have one more example of this one, that is the time required to complete three-fourths of a reaction. See, here also we have to do the same thing, only here we have to reduce the time as three-fourths. Okay. Kt is equal to 2.303 log of concentration of R naught upon R. R naught is taken as 1, and R is taken as 1 minus 3 upon 4. So finally we have 1 upon 4. Now again you have to put the values only. So it would be Kt is equal to 2.303 log concentration of R naught upon R. That is the integrated rate law equation for the first order. Now we have Kt 3 upon 4 is equal to 2.303 log 1 upon 4. And finally we have Kt 3 upon 4 is equal to 2.303 log of 4. Here by taking the value of 4 log 4, we will multiply the value with 2.303, and then by solving this we will get the value of rate constant. So here we can take any of the time which is given, or with the help of this formula we can solve it. Okay, so this is for the half-life period of a reaction. Now moving forward, we have the last topic of this chapter, that is Pseudo-chemical reaction. Here also, pseudo-chemical reaction. What do you mean by pseudo? Pseudo means false. Actually, there are many type of reaction which looks like that it is a second order reaction, but actually it is first order reaction. Why does it happens? So first we will have the definition of this one, that it is a reaction which is not first order reaction naturally, but increasing or decreasing the concentration of one or the other reactant is known as pseudo first order reaction, where the meaning of pseudo is fake. Generally, these reactions are hydrolysis reaction. It means the addition of water takes place in this type of reaction. Wherever we are going to add the water into any of the molecule, it is called to be as hydrolysis reaction, and this hydrolysis reaction seems to be second order, but actually it is first order. See, here we have few of the example of this one. Like here we have ethyl methyl ether, in which we are going to add water molecule on that. So here, according, whenever we are talking about the order of reaction of this one, so it seems to be second order reaction, because one molecule of water we have, one molecule of ester we have. So by taking one and one, we have order of reaction as 2. We know that because order of reaction is what? It is the sum of power of concentration of reactant. So here we have 1 and 1, that's why the order of reaction will be 2. But here hydrolysis takes place, it means that here the concentration of water is very high, that's why this concentration of water is taken as constant. Okay, so by taking this one as constant, we are not going to count water. We will take water as a constant only. We are not going to count it in the order of reaction. We will be counting only ester. That's why it seems to be second order reaction, but actually it is a first order reaction. This type of reaction is called to be as pseudo first order reaction or pseudo chemical reaction. Okay, so this pseudo reaction is mostly hydrolysis reaction in which addition of water takes place. Okay, see here, in the first one we have rate is equal to K, concentration of CH3COO C2H5 with a concentration of water molecule. But actually when we take water as constant, here finally the rate of reactions depend on what? Rate of reactions depends on K with a concentration of CH3COO C2H5. Okay, so this is an example of pseudo chemical reaction. So with that, we are finishing this chapter with this topic. Students, we have many of the numericals related to this chapter. I will give you the notes for these all numericals, all the in-text question given in the chapter, but the question which is given in exercise that you people have to solve by your own. If you will be getting any of the problem, any difficulty, then you can ask me in my WhatsApp number, or you can directly contact me. Okay, thank you so much. In the next class we will start chapter 5, that is surface chemistry. One more thing I want to tell you, students, that solid state, which is last year, which is not in our syllabus, but this year they again added this one in our syllabus. So we have to go through the solid state also, but this chapter we will be starting after completion of surface chemistry. Okay, thank you so much.